Hello, yeah, just putting some records back on my shelves, so I thought I'd just go through some of the music I've been listening to over the past week. I've made a bit of a change here as well to my music room. My jazz section now is over here. I've had to move it over this side of the room. I've had a bit of a move around really of all my equipment as well, and I've had to get that done and there's been good reason behind that, and I might come to that in another video. But got my sort of jazz section here, so I've got to sort my CDs out, along with the rest of my section of music then, which is now over that way, over there, stretching down that wall. Yeah, some really good music playing in the background. Kosmodromie. I bought this from a charity shop. And you know, when I saw it, I thought, wow, this looks really interesting. You know, sometimes I get a feeling that something could be really, really good to listen to. I was looking at the sort of the sleeve notes, not that I could make any sense out of it, because I believe it's all in Polish, and it's a Polish band from, and this was recorded, I think, in 1972. This is, I'd say, possibly during the last 12 months or so, this is some of the best music I've bought on CD, of course, and really is very, very good indeed. This is the type of thing I really like, because jazz is my kind of my go-to type of music, really. I listen to that more than any other format of music. So yeah, let's move on now then. Some of the things I wanted to show then, what I've been playing. Well, I came home last night, busy week. I thought, oh wow, Friday night, I needed livening up a bit. So I put this on, really good. Barney Kessel, Bossa Nova, plus big band, you know, big band music, but done really extremely well. I played this from front to back. And yeah, it kind of set me up really for the weekend ahead. Some interesting stuff as well. I played this was fantastic, really fantastic. This is the Heinz combination. The album is called Sister Slick. There you go. We got Heinz here playing on the flute and the alto flute. Philip Catherine is on here playing guitar as well, but it is a very, very well crafted album, I think, and it's I really enjoyed it. Played this from front to back, as I do with most of my records really. If I put an album on, I like to listen to it in its entirety. So that really captured my complete attention, I think, for the duration of time that was on. Superb. Oh, this was it. One I haven't played for a while too. The percussionist Andrew Cyril. Here we got, featuring Ted Daniels, Nick DiGeronimo and David S. Ware. The album's called Special People, and wonderful artwork there on the cover. There's the band on the back there. This is on the Soul Note label. I think this is from the early 1980s. 1980. Recorded in October 1980 in Milan. But yeah, fantastic. Really good album, and that's on the Soul Note label. So I enjoyed that. Just quickly go through some records really that I had out and been playing. I've got one there to show as well, which I haven't played yet. Played this number of times since I've had it. This is Magma, French progressive rock band, founded by Christian Vander, and yeah, you know, every time I listen to this album, it's really good. Every time I listen to it, I always find out something new about it. There's always something that I didn't pick up that before. There's so much quality going on in the playing and the musicianship, and also in the vocals as well. That is sort of going over the music, and really stunning album. Very, very good indeed. So really enjoyed the scale as well that this album produced. Wow, very, very good. One that there we are. I've probably shown this before. This is a particular favourite of mine, Jack DeJohnette, the drummer. This is his album called Pictures. This album features John Abercrombie, of course, on electric and acoustic guitar. It's basically 6 tracks on this album, and they're called, like track 1 is called Picture 1, and then track 2, Picture 2, track 3, Picture 3, and so on, Picture 6 and so forth. But it really is a fantastic album. And Jack DeJohnette not only plays drums on this, he contributes on other instruments as well. And the first, sort of the opening track of the album, Picture 1, it starts off with some really sort of articulate playing on the hi-hats and the cymbals, and then he takes over the entire kit and so forth. And then towards the end of that song, there's this organ sound that is building up right deep into the sort of the sound stage, and really builds and builds and builds, and it's just so much scale and power as well, in terms of like the scene that's being set then by the music. And it's really is, you know, this is on the ECM label, so a lot of people would be familiar with the ECM and sort of the recording quality and the sort of the crystal clear sort of recording quality of these albums as well. But I bought this one used quite a few years ago now, and it's still one of my favourite albums. But yeah, 75 pence buy. This was Herbie Hancock, Monster. So I need to give this another spin. It's very good indeed. It's quite funky. Obviously some great musicianship here. We've got Herbie Hancock, of course. We've got Alfonso Mouzon on the drums, Freddie Washington on the bass, Wawa Watson on guitar. It's not a complete instrumental album, so there's vocals on this as well, but it's really done very, very well indeed. So I'm going to give this another listen as well over the weekend. Quite enjoyed that. Oh, right, this is an album I bought. I haven't played it yet. Been waiting for the moment really to play it. Alice Coltrane, Journey in Sachid Andanda. So it's featuring Pharoah Saunders. Now, I've heard and read so much about this album, and when I managed to see it at a price that I was willing to pay, because I was noticing vinyl prices are a little bit variable nowadays. Sometimes they're a little bit more than what I want to pay, and this one fell nice into the actual sort of price range that I wanted to pay, and I was very lucky to get this up quite cheap actually. A brand new album. It's on the Impulse label. Obviously it's a reissue. Just open this out. Now I haven't played this yet. I'm waiting for the actual, I want to set aside some quality time to sit there and just sort of take all this music in, and I plan on doing that tonight really. So just want to listen to the quality and what's going on. And of course we got Alice Coltrane on harp and piano. just want to hear, because I got Pharoah Saunders' albums here, I got some of his albums here on vinyl as well. I just want to see what he does on this album as well and what he adds to it, and just want to enjoy the entire album really from front to back. So I was setting some time later on and I'll give that a spin. So yeah, that's basically it for the video then. Just a reminder then of what I'm playing as well in the background. This is excellent. This is really excellent. Na Kosmodromie, 1972, from Poland. Fantastic. Thanks again for watching the video. Bye bye.